is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to the Friday podcast.
How's it?
A lot of people do like to hold on to things, antiques, and
ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, hang on to the rail, or or when you're going in the escalator. Oh, that's not what you meant.
Yeah, inside the vehicle at all times.
No, I'm talking. No, we want to focus on cake, and I'd never understood people. No, not Kate.
Kate. Well, it is something to do with me. I'm called Auntie Cake, you know.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Because of the little kids. Little kids can't say Kate. Isn't it cute? Auntie Cake.
There's so many layers to you as well.
Oh, any chance I could have a slice of cake?
No.
Sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Absolutely not.
You would be the Viennetta of this team.
Oh,
I don't want to
so
be the
many layers.
I don't want to be the Viennetta.
and really
What
yummy
would I
after
be?
dinner.
I'd be a fruitcake, really, let's be honest.
Oh, you'd be a sticky date, I reckon. Really sticky.
Oh, you'd be,
Or a banoffee pie.
Oh, my God.
Let's run
What
through
would Tommy
all of
be?
Pretty heavy chocolate mud cake.
Perhaps a Black Forest.
I was going to say Black Forest.
I thought it'd be grey by now, having a look at your head.
With all those cherries.
It's just the normal forest, Tom.
Doesn't matter what time it is, Tom.
Thank you. The normal forest cake.
Yeah, with lots of blue berries.
What about a carrot cake?
Oh,
We're
you
still
would
doing
be.
this?
Overrated carrot cake.
Oh, no, not if you have a good one. You have to use oil and not butter.
Here's another one. Totally overrated cheesecakes.
Hang on a minute.
Oh, well, you haven't had a good one. Have I made you my caramel cheesecake?
No.
Yes, please. Can I try that?
Yeah.
Tom, what was the terrible cake Hamish Blake gave us?
Snickers?
No, it was like a pumpkin pie or something.
Oh, yeah.
It was terrible.
Pumpkin pie, the Halloween
very
classic.
American.
Yeah.
Very American. What a terrible idea. Pumpkin in a pie.
But with maple and stuff,
It was
isn't it?
terrible. I hated
Mum
it.
used to put beetroot in her chocolate cake.
Did she?
To make it moist.
Yeah, that's a really good thing.
Go on. Any other words you'd like to share with us today, Ryan?
Can we just get to the podcast?
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk politics, guys, because politics can be heavy, and you might say you get to a certain age where maybe you're interested in politics, but for the youth of today, I don't reckon politics is too exciting. I mean, especially when question time's running, and you have to have a bit of a listen. So this is from, I think, Question Time, possibly in South Australia, if you have a listen here.
I'm actually surprised that the member for Sturt would ask this question, given that when this was debated in the Parliament a couple of months ago, he didn't even bother to participate in the debate.
Order. Members on my right are going to cease interjecting. The member for Spence.
Pull it down, Jess. It's boring. You can understand why people fall asleep in Parliament. Yeah. That's why we need to commend Across the Ditch, New South Wales Parliament. This is unbelievable.
New Zealand? Or
what
New
did I
South
say?
Wales?
What did I say? New Zealand. What an idiot. There was a protest in Parliament. I want you to have a listen to how this protest took place.
A party vote has been called for. There's a process here.
Pāti Māori, e ono ngā pōti e whakahe. Kawana,
don't
ka whakamanu whiriti a koe au. Kamate, kamate,
Oh, that's better.
It was over the Maori Bill, and they let everybody know they were there.
If you could win every argument with that, wouldn't you be doing it right as a politician, wouldn't you?
I mean, you see that. You see the power of the haka and the intimidation of the haka. And then, of course, there was the Australian male netball team who did bye.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was
before the game to intimidate the opposition.
Well, you know what? The comforting thing with that is that it won. They won.
Yeah, it worked, mate.
So they've got to keep doing it.
And they loved it. And they put men's netball on the map with an awesome dance routine of bye.
Yeah. Someone put it to Still Dre with Snoop Dogg and that as well. You can put a lot of different songs to it.
Yeah, right. Get it around, make it viral. get behind the Aussie male netball team.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
An update on the Queen.
Well, it kind of is a Queen story.
Yes,
but
it is.
I mean, I love this because I come from a long line of hoarders. And give us a call, 13 24 10, if you still have wedding cake in your freezer. I'd love to know how old it is.
I don't think the average person does this, do they?
Oh, they do. I do.
Oh.
So wedding cake lasts? Or...
Yeah, you freeze it.
Right, okay.
I had a slice of my wedding cake. I was married in 2010.
Can I ask, can everyone have a guess at what kind of cake Kate went with at her wedding?
Just a classic fruit wedding cake. Am I right?
I had two kinds of cake. So I had like a mud cake. I think it was like a vanilla-y mud cake.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And then I had the traditional fruit because I'm mad for fruit cake.
Yeah, you would be.
With the marzipan icing.
I'd say fruit cake.
Yeah, but I would say that the mud cake would have gone a lot quicker than the fruit cake. No one's going for the fruit cake.
It definitely did. But the cake that I had a slice of not that long ago, and it still tasted great, was the fruit cake.
See, it just seems wrong. I struggle to
You've bloody
compute
been out with a few fruit cakes.
And if they weren't a fruit cake before I met them, they were afterwards. Hilarious. Oh, and the other cake I did have was the cake I had at my wedding. No, not my wedding. What do you have when you're about to have a baby? Baby shower. The baby shower cake. So I've only
What was that one?
eaten that recently.
Well, that was, I told you, I didn't know that the challenge that they do at the baby showers where they put a bit of Nutella into a nappy and you got to taste it.
Oh, and tell whether
It's
it's
a
the real deal or
fun
not.
game.
Anyway, getting back to the cake, how about this? There's been a slice of wedding cake from the nuptials of the then Princess Elizabeth.
What year was this?
1947.
What?
So a slice of cake from their wedding. It sold at auction for about $4,500. It had been found. It was given to a woman called Marion Paulson, who worked as a housekeeper for Elizabeth and Philip many years ago, back in the 60s. And she did gave them an amazing dessert service. And so as a gift and a thank you, like, I don't know if you've seen that, like the box is just beautiful in the brown paper and everything.
Wow.
This wasn't even in the freezer. Marion has since passed. She died in the 1980s. And then recently it was that slice of cake from the Queen's wedding cake was found in a box under a bed.
It looks
because it's full of sugar, it's just
preserved. And usually there'd be a lot of alcohol in that too. There'd be brandy.
Yeah. And also, God, if you had a few slices of that, I reckon you'd be playing you'd be on the PlayStation half an hour later, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No. It'd send you through the roof. Can I have a look at the cake? Because I remember one time. It's quite a big slice. It's not just a slice. It's like a slab of cake. I remember for an experiment. I don't even know what we were doing, but we remember that
eating
time
cake is an experiment.
No, we put a whole lot of hamburgers.
It's long running. It's one of those ones they do and check in every 7 years.
We put a whole lot of hamburgers around the office one time, and then we found one that we'd forgotten about sort of 2 or 3 years later, still in nick.
What does that say?
Hard as a rock.
Preservatives.
But no mould and hadn't browned and wasn't rotten.
And how quickly did you inhale it?
Well, it's amazing. If you blend it up, you can get into it.
Washed it down with a glass of water. Let's go to Janelle in Kings Langley. Good morning, Janelle. Have you got wedding cake?
Yes, it's as old as yours, Kate.
Really? 2010, married?
Yep.
And can you still eat it, Janelle?
No.
No.
Why do you need it? What are you going to do with it, Janelle?
Like, it was the top tier of the cake, and so it sort of got to a point where it came home with us, went into the deep freezer, and then it stayed there. My cousin did make my cake as well, so I'm not sure if it was that, but now every time I clean out the deep freezer, the once a year, it's just there in the bottom corner.
I know, and it's like, do I throw it out?
And the anniversary's coming up at the end of this month, but it probably won't even come out.
You're still married, 14 years. Well done.
You'd have prawn juice dripping all over it, and it's just, you're not in the freezer, it'd stink.
I don't think you get it. I think it's a sentimental thing.
Right, Emma's in Kingston. Hello, Kensington's fine with me. Hi, Em.
Hello.
You've actually got some royal cake in your freezer, is that right?
Not in my freezer,
cool.
but basically my great-grandparents worked for the Queen Mother, originally from the UK, and one was a cook and the other was gamekeeper to the royal family as well.
Wow.
And when the Queen Mother got married, they had all of the presents in a room, and all of the staff were allowed to go and see the presents, and then they got given a piece of the cake, and we still have this piece of cake in a box.
Oh, that's amazing.
And, so I have seen it recently. It's just, obviously there was a hell of a lot of booze in it. It just looks like a piece of kind of dried up resin now, and it's still in a little doily in the box with April 1923 and the crest on the box.
Oh, I would love to see a photo of that. I love this stuff.
Is there an Australian version of Antiques Roadshow?
Can you send a pic? I don't know if there is.
Yeah, we're not old enough.
No.
Would you sell it at all, Anne? We got an offer coming in from Kate Ritchie here. Kate, the starting bid, here we go.
No. I wouldn't want to take that off anyone because that is such a lovely...
It's a beautiful story.
It's a lovely story. How wonderful.
And then we have a book of the Aesop's Fables that was given to my grandmother by the Queen as well.
You do not?
Wow.
Stories, yeah.
Aesop hand soap.
No, the Fables.
Oh, sorry.
No, Fables stories. That Aesop wasn't around then.
Right,
They weren't very
Mandarin.
then.
Oh my goodness, what else have you got? I think we need to be friends.
This is
I love all this stuff. I love old things in suitcases, under beds and in the back of garages.
Yeah.
Well, it's all back with my family in the UK, but I can send you a little photo of
That
it.
would be amazing. We would love to see it. Well, I would anyway. Thank you, Emma.
Fitz, I think that's a great idea. I mean, if we threw it out to callers, what have you got that should be on the Australian version of Antique Roadshow, and then we go round there,
I
have a
think
look at
that's-
it, and go,
There's Emma from Kensington's your first.
Yeah, you get $20 for that.
I'd go there. Well, she doesn't have it though. We'd just have to call the family.
Could we do it? It could be a weekly segment, Tom, where I have our own antiques. Is it interesting?
Yeah, it's all I think it's very interesting, but it's always a good idea until someone asks you to go to, Chipping Norton on for Thursday at 4 o'clock. You'd be like, oh, I'm really busy.
You're getting a bit far ahead there, I think.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Sunday night is going to be a special one, mate. Really looking forward to this, and it's at a special time as well. 60 Minutes on Channel 9 is on at 7 p.m. on Sunday night.
p.m.
Yes.
It's a special they filmed around the impact of social media on kids. So I would encourage families to watch this. I think if you've got teenage kids and you want them to gain an understanding of the impact of behaviour on social media, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, then I think this would be a good story to watch. At the same time, it's extremely confronting. So it comes with that warning because they follow the story of 36 Months, which is, a campaign we've been supporting here at Nova. And the campaign took us to Canberra, as we spoke about last Thursday. So a little over a week ago, where we sat down with the Prime Minister and he committed to change the age kids could join social media to 16.
Amazing.
Now, debate has raged since then. What is a social media platform? All of the above. This continues to go, and yesterday was big.
Well, Ash has been talking all morning as well about now Snapchat apparently has piped up and said that we're more of a messaging service than we are a social media service.
Do you know what? This was really interesting to see because it's absolute rubbish. And if you talk to families, Snapchat is the one that creates the most damage. And maybe that's because that's the one most of kids in their teenage years are on. But they also play a huge role in this. It's not just the messaging, it's the streaks that they have, it's the reels on Snapchat. It's the addictive features.
You can actually message someone and remain completely anonymous. Can't you?
And the messages,
I don't even know how that works.
and the messages can disappear. And what you'll find also in this story, 60 Minutes on Sunday night, is that a lot of the devastating stories and the results in kids losing their lives and taking their own lives are from interactions from Snapchat. What was interesting was to hear overnight a US campaigner came out and spoke and said, I really commend Australia for making this change and committing to make this change, and it was a really smart move. What was interesting, the first person that liked it was Miranda Kerr, which I took note of.
Really?
Her husband, Evan Spiegel, is the founder of Snapchat. I thought, okay.
That's fascinating.
Well, they have kids too, so I would suggest they have a heart. But I'm sure at Snapchat, I would like to think that they're aware of the impact they're having.
Oh, well, it's
hard to ignore.
It is hard to ignore. And you need to ask the question, are social media platforms interested in the health and development of kids.
And supportive families.
I would suggest not at this stage. Let's have a listen to the teaser for 60 Minutes.
She was the sweetest, amazing girl in the world. She gave us instructions. Please share my story to raise awareness. So that's why we're here.
This is Charlotte's wish.
If social media was banned, would Charlotte still be here?
Absolutely. Giving our kids these phones, we're giving them weapons.
Sunday on 60 Minutes.
Social media is doing harm to our kids, and I'm calling time on it.
We need radical change. We need to hold social media companies to account for their responsibilities to children and their parents.
On 9 and 9 now.
So the two parents you heard at the start, that was Kelly and Matt, who'd lost their daughter Charlotte, who joined us in spirit in Canberra last week. So it was very, very brave of them to sit down with 60 Minutes and talk and have this exclusive interview. But what's even more important is that they're sharing the message and what Charlotte left.
Absolutely. I will be watching on Sunday night. If you haven't seen that trailer, you should head to Whipper's Instagram.
Yeah, it's on the Instagram.
I've seen it on there. Share it with everybody. I think it's worth sitting down and watching.
Let's just hope that this is not Australia, but this is the start of a global movement and other countries jump on board after this.
I would like to think so. 7 o'clock Sunday night, 60 Minutes, Channel 9.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're on. Yeah. All right. It's time for 60-second starts. Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing Now.
It's the Ready, Set, Demo sale at Sydney City Kia Alexandria. Score amazing deals on demos from November 7 to 17. Stocks won't last. Don't wait.
How did you get it up to $600?
Bang.
I'm playing well.
You've been on fire. $600 today, and then next week, someone is going to win that brand new car. City Kia. Thank you.
Hello to Adele in Seven Hills.
Good morning.
I got it, Fitz. I got it.
Hello from the other side. Adele, you have got... I'm going to give you a double to the Palm Tree Music Festival. It returns this December. Chainsmokers are playing, Alesso, Griffin. You can get tickets at Ticketek, but you've got that already. You're also in the running for the Kia Sportage SX Hybrid. How good is that? Sydney City Kia.
Yep.
We could see you next Wednesday, Adele. Good luck.
How exciting. Thank you so much.
No
Fingers
worries.
crossed.
$600 up for grabs, though. You will be going
luck.
first. You're our guest. If you have that power at the end of 60 seconds, you flog Kate Ritchie.
Oh.
Here we go. Your 60 seconds starts now. FAQs is the abbreviation for what, Adele?
Frequently asked questions.
Correct. What Aussie actor is in all the Avatar movies?
Sam Worthington.
That is correct. The terms volley and ace relate to which sport?
Tennis.
Yes. Nashi is a variety of what fruit?
Pears.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
What app's icon is yellow with a ghost?
Snapchat.
That is correct. Do carrots grow in the ground, Adele?
Yes.
Yes, they do. Who sings the songs Savage Love and Want to Want Me?
Jason Derulo.
Yes! The AFL will be played on what new night from next year? What new night will it be played on?
Wednesday.
Oh, it's Thursdays, Kate. Does the Spit or Captain Cook Bridge go over the Georges River?
Captain.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
my
no!
God. Oh, no.
That was such a solid effort from Adele.
That breaks my heart.
I was barracking for you as well.
Damn it.
Are you
Do you know
okay?
what?
I'm multitasking.
Do you know what?
And
What
you got
Kate,
young kids at home.
Kate has the power. Kate, you have the power
Don't do this to me.
pass the money over to Adele.
If you're impressed by Adele's performance and you think...
No.
What do you want? Jackpot?
Why are you doing that? Because it's a...
Tommy says we have to play by the rules.
Does he? Is he?
Are we playing by the rules, Tom?
No.
Could I?
Fitzy's
How much is it?
protesting.
Is it 600?
It's 600.
Could I keep 300 and send 300 to Adele?
Okay, done.
Adele.
That's so nice.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
That's all right. So no one is disadvantaged
poor
playing
Adele.
tomorrow, but Adele's at home with the kids. She
Yeah.
was doing 1,000 things. She deserves it.
It was a top performance. Well done, Adele. $300 all
Thank you
yours.
so much.
No
That's
worries.
so awesome. Thank you.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
It's riddle time. we go, guys. Riddle time for your Friday morning. You might have with a colleague. I'm going to start again.
You might have with a colleague.
This is my favourite part. Don't ruin it.
You might have with a colleague, but you might have me with a colleague, but I'm much better cooked. What am I?
Lunch?
No.
Perhaps.
You're cooked.
Lunch is right, though, isn't it? You have lunch with a colleague and then you cook it.
It's not the answer.
It's not the answer. And you're trying to pick holes in his riddles.
You might have me with a colleague, but I'm much better cooked. What am I?
Perhaps meat?
No, it's not. I don't think it's food. I think it's like conversation.
What else can be cooked?
I think Tom is the closest at this stage.
Barbecue.
Nearest to the pin is Tom.
Meat.
You might have me with a colleague, but I'm much better cooked. What am I?
Someone made this one up.
Yeah, they all came from somewhere, Kate. The Riddle Factory.
Where is the Riddle Factory?
It's not the Nova Christmas party. Who's cooked at the Nova Christmas party?
It's not meat.
It's very close.
It's close to meat.
Chicken.
Sausage?
No.
Chop.
No.
Lamb.
Steak.
Food.
Breakfast.
No.
Bacon.
A meal.
Ham. Beef.
Yes, beef. You might have me with a colleague, but I'm much better cooked. What am I? Beef.
No.
That is so bad.
I think the Riddle Factory is running out of riddles.
Don't insult the Riddle Factory.
Thank
I
you.
heard they were working on that one for at least 20 minutes.
At
Sometimes
least
beef is
20
good
hours.
not cooked. I quite like rare
well,
beef.
play along, Kate. We're not designing riddles just for your taste.
Why not?
Because that's not how it works. It's for everyone
I
else.
don't get anything around here.
Here we go.
Well, what do I?
Okay, support. Here we go.
Just get through this as quick as we can.
I can be sad, I can be happy, I can be angry and cry. I come with many faces and sometimes many sizes. I am able to communicate things words often cannot. And I can move from place to place at the speed of light. What am I?
A look. Face.
So close.
Emotion. Expression.
So close.
Feeling.
No.
I've basically got it, haven't I?
Basically.
What word am I looking for? Emotion.
Emoji. Yeah, we'll give it to you.
Just a little bit. But that wasn't really...
If you don't know the answer, then don't drag the game down. Right?
Oh, and if you were in the studio, he's directing that at Fitzy like hard in the eye.
Daggers.
Very underwhelming.
No, it's not. You just haven't got any right or had a clue. Kate Ritchie is 2 up in the game.
Yes.
I was having such a good day.
I wonder if people are getting them in the car.
Great question. 13 20 14. If you are getting them in the car, call us to say...
Is that a riddle?
I'm getting them. And then we'll go. Cool.
Are you getting them? Yes.
Yeah.
Great call. Thanks. You're in the running for Kid Leroy.
We'll do happy birthday honk along next.
We could do that. Just hit your
What
horn
is
if you...
that?
That was an idea that Whipper had years ago.
It was awesome.
That if it was your birthday today, honk your horn, and we'd go out in the balcony, hear it Nova, and see if anyone would
You could
honk
hear
their
everybody
horn.
honking their horn.
And did it work?
Happy birthday.
But then we got told that it's illegal to ask people to honk
Of
their horn.
course it
People
is.
started sending their fines
People
in.
are alarmed.
Here we go, guys. The third riddle. I can be liquid and solid. Sometimes I bubble, and you can find me in every home. What am I?
Water.
That's an easy one. No, Kate Ritchie.
Say it again.
The bath.
I can be liquid and solid. Sometimes I bubble, and you can find me in every home. What am I?
Bubble.
Oh, perhaps eggs?
No.
Perhaps not.
Perhaps far from it, Thomas Brian Ivy.
Julia
Any
from
idea?
San Susie has
Can we go
given
to
you a call.
Julie in San Susie? You got any idea, Jules?
Possibly soap?
Possibly yes. Julia!
That's
Julia.
great.
Oh, no. I mean, you're now in the running for the Kid Leroy, but are you getting the riddles this morning? Are they good riddles this morning?
My daughter got the beef one.
Thank
She's in
you.
the car with me.
Thank you.
Great. Hi, daughter.
See, it's working, which is
It's
great
Olivia.
news.
Hi, Olivia.
Hi, Olivia. Congratulations on the beef riddle. And also, Julia, you got that last one on soap. But to round us out, have we got her back? Mandy, welcome to the show.
Oh, you got Aussie Mandy today.
Who's Aussie Mandy?
Aussie Mandy!
Where's the other Mandy gone?
She's on holidays.
Oh,
Oh, Mandy, where are you?
In Engadine.
This is great.
Lovely
Local
Engadine.
This is a local
Yeah,
riddle.
local Mandy.
What do you
Yeah.
got for us?
What has 4 wheels and flies?
A car going very fast.
No.
A race car.
4 wheels and flies.
Nope.
It's something to do with flies. Bzzz.
Yeah.
What's the flies?
Oh, good impersonation of a fly.
Perhaps a barbecue?
4 wheels and fries, maybe, Tom, but flies.
Oh, go. What about it? I know.
What?
A garbage truck.
You got it.
Oh, Mandy, that was brilliant. You can call from Engadine anytime.
Just to confirm, Mandy, do you know
I
the
just
other...
got to finish it off with your prizes in the postcard.
Okay, so you do know the other Mandy.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Tonight is the night. We are finally there. Kid Leroy is going to take to the stage at Selena's in Coogee. So excited about it. And the Kid Leroy, he is on the line now, Fitz.
Dude, you're playing an intimate gig for Nova's Red Room. Can I ask you, what was one of the smallest venues or one of the first venues you played, Kid, here in Sydney? And how many people were there?
One that stands out, I think, was there was this pop up in like a storefront. In Surrey Hills, and that I think it must have been probably like 100 people in the room. So that's definitely one.
And how old would you have been then?
14 or 15.
Oh man, that's brave. You're a brave
Yeah.
kid. Who were some of the first shows you did see growing up? What were you into?
You know, I think the first concert I ever went to was Tiger.
Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger.
I think that was the first concert.
Oh my God.
That is
What did you wear?
I wore.
What was your fit?
There's a photo of me and him at like the meet and greet. I think I had a green hat on and like a raincoat maybe.
Yeah.
This is great.
Hang on, you paid for the meet and greet?
Yeah, there was someone out the front of the venue who was selling meet and greet tickets for $50.
Oh, there you are. We're looking at a we are going to have to share this.
Oh yeah, you can probably see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at you.
But then, because of that photo, now looking at your success, is Tiger going, hey, remember me?
Yeah. Can I get a meet and greet?
Tiger actually DM'd me that picture like 2 years ago.
Oh, that's funny, man.
awesome.
He worked it out.
Yeah, he did. He DM'd me that picture and he was like, yo, this is crazy.
So when you start performing at the age of 13 and then you're doing your first shows at 15, 16, you're 21 years of age now, Kid. And I found it really interesting last week at South by Southwest when someone asked you about advice, or if someone comes up to you and says, oh, look, I can get you through the industry and I'm going to give you all the success. And your answer was, if somebody does come up and say that to you, to run from anyone that promises you success in the industry. So have you had to learn the hard way, Kid, with that stuff? And have you been burnt a couple of times?
I think there seems to be we all seem to have the belief, I know I have for a long time, that there's a specific formula or key to success, but there's no certainty. There's no formula that's a certainty to being a successful musician or being successful in the entertainment industry. And I think I guess what I meant by that is usually anybody who comes up to you and tells you that there is and they know how to do it is the liar for sure.
I'm going to make you a star, boy.
But the funny thing is,
exactly. I hate that.
people would come to you now, Kid, and go, hey, you've made it. How do you do it? So they feel like you've cracked the solution. You've found the formula.
I know, and I have no clue. I'm just doing it.
We are excited. You've got Quavo 1-4 performing with you at CommBank Stadium, but like we said, Nova's Red Room. We want to thank you so much. This is going to be an intimate performance. Thanks for your time, brother. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for having me.
Can't wait to see you.
Thanks, Kid.
See you on stage, buddy.
Oh, wow. I think we have some more invites. I mean, these are the last from us.
Are you serious? Let's do it. Stuff it. Can we take some calls now?
Let's go to Engadine. Mandy.
Hello, Mandy.
I think you stood in for Mandy with the riddles today. Do you fancy coming along tonight?
I would love to.
All right, we'll see you there.
I'm going to go to Jack in Rouse Hill. You've got an invite to Kid Leroy, Jack.
Hello, Jack.
Yeehaw, let's go.
Bang.
Oh,
see you there, brother.
Sounds like you're free. We'll see you there.
Love it, mate. And also Janelle in Kings Langley. Hello.
Hi.
Janelle, you are coming along to the Kid Leroy tonight. Who are you going to bring with you?
Oh, this is going to be a fight between a few of them, I think. So I'm not sure yet.
How many have you got?
5.
How many?
Oh, no, don't even mention it to any of them. Just ring a girlfriend, say that you're going to the movies, and we'll see you at Kid Leroy.
I mean, if you left the hubby at home, have you got 3 kids, have you, Janelle?
Yeah.
Oh, good effort, Janelle. Great effort. All right, we'll see you there tonight. A couple of drinks at Selena's in Coogee.
Love it.
Well, Kate, your brother's not. Is he going now, or he's not going?
I think we just gave Jack in Rouse Hill my brother's tickets.
Sorry, Stu.
I'm like, come on, bro.
Sorry, buddy.
I'm the cool older sister. Turns out he won't even come to Kid Leroy with me.
Oh, my God. All right, let's check your traffic, guys. And you'll hear all the action from on Monday night's show, which is very...
No. Let me do it.
You're going to hear all the action
from tonight
on
Monday.
Monday's show. Monday night's show. You're going to hear the
You're
action.
tired this week, aren't you?
You're going to hear... I haven't slept in 3 days. You're going to hear the action from tonight on the show Monday.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What was the imbalance in your family genes? Do you look at yourself and go, how the hell am I? Is that my mother and my father?
Oh,
the reason
sure.
Everyone's getting stuck into Gary Barlow from Take That because his son Daniel is so much bigger than Gary Barlow.
He's enormous.
What?
How tall is that kid?
Well,
I thought that was Gary's dad.
Yeah, that's Gary and his wife. His wife is a little bit... Gary Barlow's wife is a little bit smaller than him, Dawn. But their son Daniel is 6'6".
Daniel
He's
Barlow.
huge, and he looks like a front rower for the Wallabies.
That's got to come from somewhere,
Of
though.
course.
There's got to be a grandfather
Down the line.
Yeah.
Well, see, this is what I've copped my whole life because Dad's not even 6 foot.
No.
My grandfather was 6'2", but I'm 6'6".
6'2's big, especially back then.
Are you as tall as Gary Barlow's son? Is that how tall you are?
I'm way taller than
you
Gary
Gary-
Barlow's son.
Are you Gary Barlow's son?
I could be. The memes have started for poor Gary as well. I mean, there's one with Gary and there's all these streamers and that coming down and it says Gary Barlow standing next to his son eating a croissant.
Oh, that's quite good.
That's really good.
Another one, he's got that pattern in the background.
check.
It says Gary Barlow standing in front of his son's new cardigan.
It's not bad.
So
It's like a
he's-
herringbone or
Have
something.
a look at Bear Grylls' son. Look how big he is.
He's huge. He's a man mountain.
Well, the other one is, what's his name?
It's the steroids in the chicken.
Baron Trump.
Oh, Barron's massive.
We saw how big Baron was when Donald and Melania
Yeah.
walked out with the win.
Whose son is that?
Donald Trump's.
And Melania's, is it?
Yeah. Barron.
I get so
Yeah.
confused. I thought he belonged to somebody else.
Isn't it strange? But even when you look at...
He's very pasty.
Very
but I
pasty.
think that's because Dad's got the...
Got the
I
makeup
don't know
on.
what's going on there.
But even when you look at your siblings, like Holly, your sister,
Yeah.
she's really attractive, Kate, if you haven't met Holly. She's, how would I describe it? Smoking hot. Right?
You're not
And
allowed
then-
to speak that way about
and then
somebody's
you look
sister.
at Fitzy and you go, well, why did one get everything and you got nothing?
Oh,
Thank God you could play a bit of footy because
you're a
Holly could do
good-looking man,
everything.
thank you.
Fitzy.
Do you know
Thank
what I
you.
mean?
Thank you for the footy reference.
Holly's beautiful.
Well,
Well,
it is-
I'm so short. I'm the short. I often joke that I was the trial run. I'm the eldest of 4.
Yeah, you were the test. weren't
Although
you?
there were anyway, long family history, other children before me, and all
Because
of that
Beck's
kind of
very
stuff.
attractive, and so's Susan.
Yeah, and my brother.
And your brother Stuart,
Yeah.
he was a model, and then you're there, you're
Yeah.
in the photo,
And they said,
in the lineup.
we need to be representative of everybody on the television. Let's give that overweight, prepubescent
I did
girl.
not say that.
That's what
Oh,
you're
I would
saying.
never
That
have.
very unattractive
Let
girl.
I would
let him
never.
go. This is his opportunity to have a crack back, and I'm okay with that every now and then.
I,
to have a
would never,
crack.
I did not say that about you.
I mean, if we
We
line
didn't have
up,
to.
ag-
Everyone else did.
you're definitely your dad's son.
what do
That's
you mean
for
by
sure.
that?
Well, let's
I'm
hope
just
so.
saying that you're your dad's son.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I know I am.
Yeah.
How do you know? Have you seen the paperwork?
Well, he looks like me, and he was a bit hairy and stuff.
I'm exactly like my mother, right down to
Tommy,
the
what about
bunions.
you? Is Brian? Does Brian got curly hair as well? Who had the curly hair in the family?
He and I both have very large ears.
Yeah.
Show me your
and
ears.
lips.
And,
And
lips.
lips.
And feet.
That's
Is
what.
that why you
Yeah.
wear the cans in the office as well?
Yeah, that's
Keep
absolutely.
your ears in.
Keep my ears in. Keep them pinned
Because
back.
those big, soft, pillowy lips.
You know what they mean? You
Are
know
they
what big
Rosemary or
lobes like
Brian?
that mean?
What does that
what does
mean?
that mean?
Sensual and they do. Like you're passionate. Passionate people have lobes. If you have a lobe that just goes down your ear and then into your head,
Yeah, what does that mean? nasty pasties.
No, not nasty pasty, just like less sensual.
So Tommy,
Yeah, me and Lisa Loeb together
Tom would be a
again.
great hookup, I suppose,
Yeah.
wouldn't he?
God, with those cushions.
What if his kids are in the car?
Yeah.
And have a look at you, Tommy. Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow as well.
Thank you so much.
Is that passed down, being sensual? Does that...
Well, I
Brian-
don't know. Maybe it's in your DNA, and you learn.
Is Brian sensual?
You learn.
He's got a new cat.
I don't know if my dad is sensual. He does have a new cat, yes.
But how does he know it's a new cat if it's called the same as the old cat?
Yes, my dad has called the new cat the same as the
We know,
previous two cats.
Unfortunately, Kate, if you haven't heard this story, we know Tom's sister Lucy is sensual because Tom slept in the bedroom next to them on the wedding night.
This is not.
And you don't reckon that was a loud roar?
Which wasn't a wedding gift that she wanted from her brother.
No. As Tom's banging on the wall.
I wasn't. Oh, yes.
Can we play riddle time?
Who would have thought that would be
It
the,
was a riddle.
request?
That's a riddle in itself. Tom didn't know what was going on. Poor Lucy.
Do you know the rules? You can't talk about people's sisters or wives or
Well, I was worried
like
for Tom.
mums.
He said he was nearly deafened.
Have a rest, mate.
Fitz in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.